AI is writing code in 2026, and I know you are scared of it. But don't be scared. In the previous video, we discussed how you are still relevant as a coder in 2026. But in this video, we'll be discovering the steps that you can take in 2026 to move forward as a coder in 2026 and take your dream job. So let's get started. So the quick recap about the previous video is we discussed how the coders are still relevant and why we will need coders in 2026. Now in this video we will discuss some points in which I will be able to tell you, or I will be able to convince you how you should make progress in your coding journey, because things have changed a lot since the AI has came into the job market. Now the regular things are not that much required. It has become a bare minimum. Before I tell you all the 5 points of being relevant and how to learn the coding in 2026, and before we open the Pandora's box, let's just explore what the AI leaders and different CEOs of tech companies have to say about the topic that we are touching today. So there are different opinions by the AI leaders today, and Sam Altman had said that AI can replace all the developers and a lot of majority of the tasks that the coders and developers are doing these days. But Satya Nadella has different views on this. He said that every professional needs to understand the code and the core principles behind it, because all the code that ChatGPT or any other AI is giving you have to understand it before integrating that. And Jensen Huang also told this very famous quote, which everyone is using these days, that you will not be replaced by the AI, but will be replaced by someone who is using the AI. With this said, I will attach some proofs over here where AI failed completely, drastically, and that will give you a very nice reason to learn the coding in 2026 and how you should approach it. Let's get started on the first point. So the first point of being a different programmer and progressing your way in the coding in 2026 is problem solving and thinking ability. ChatGPT can solve the problems by thinking them and by solving them. But what is missing out from the ChatGPT or any other AI? The problem solving ability in different ways. So there can be a different solution for the same problem. Any good coder, any experienced coder will tell you different solutions for the same problem. So you have to be the programmer which can think of a solution, which can create a solution, craft a solution, and you should have the ability to solve the problems easily. And there can be multiple solutions of a single problem. You have to find the most optimized way. The first point is to be a problem solver and be a critical thinker. If you are a good problem solver, you are already many steps ahead of the normal average developers. Second point is most important, I guess, because it will directly connect you with the AI. I guess you must have known it. So in this era, it is very important to learn the AI and automation tools, and it's more important to learn how to integrate them in your code. So in the second topic, I want to force this, that please learn AI and AI automation and how to integrate them in your code. At least learn how to integrate this API level thing, calling the ChatGPT API, getting the responses, throwing the images to the ChatGPT or some AI, and taking the output from it, showing it to the user as a prompt, taking the prompt and showing the result. Get a good grasp on it, because I'm pretty sure that it will enhance your resume and increase your chances in any job that you are looking for. Doesn't matter if it's in Java or anything else. I have seen a lot of resumes myself, and people who are interested in AI, people who are building AI tools are getting more popular now, are getting more selected now, because companies want AI in everything and automations in everything right now. You cannot avoid the AI automation and AI integration. And I think this is the most important point of this video. To learn, you cannot skip the AI automation and AI integration part. You have to learn it, you have to build the tools that uses AI and ChatGPT or some other AI to build some tools, maybe image generation or something. With this, we will move forward to our third and another important point. The third point is understanding the user need. A lot of developers and coders these days are just shipping the features with a lot of speed, but they are not caring about the user needs, the user experience, and the user feedbacks, actually, because it can make and break your product, but they are not focused on that. I think as a developer these days, you have to focus a lot on user needs, because user can find anything easily via ChatGPT or any other AI, and you have to give them a good reason, solid reason to use your application or use your website. So I think every developer should care about the user needs and what the user needs, how the user should experience your application. Nowadays it has changed a lot, because you have to make the things very minimal. People are not used to click on a lot of things or a lot of items. They just want minimal actionable items. So this is just one of the example of user needs, and you have to be very careful of the user needs. If you are developing any feature, if you are building any application, if you are building any website, you should be very aware of the user needs and the user experience, which I think is most commonly not found in the average developers or the developers who are not trying to upgrade themselves. I think this is also a very important point that you should take care of. Fourth point is pretty common. I don't think it generally says about 2026. It's relevant in all the year. By open source contribution, I don't mean that you should go to any other any repo in the GitHub and just contribute on the documentation part. Just understand the code which is there on the open source, understand it fully, try shipping some features, try helping the contributors, genuinely do the open source contribution on it. Don't just waste your time and the contributors' time on it by not learning anything and just filling up your GitHub. So it doesn't matter if you are just filling up your GitHub and making it active. We, the recruiters, if you will check your GitHub, we'll see, and we have that knowledge that we'll get a gist at what you are doing. So try building some personal projects. If you don't have any clients project and you cannot upload any clients project on GitHub, try doing some personal projects on GitHub and do a lot of open source contributions. I'm focusing on open source contributions in this point because I want you to see the real-time project's code, the production level code, how it works and what are the complexities of it, how an engineer thinks, how a senior level designer thinks, how a senior level engineer thinks and designs a product. So all of those things will be available to you via open source. You can go and just check it, download it, contribute to it hopefully, and you will get a lot of learnings with that. In this point, I want to focus on one more thing, that don't waste your time doing open source contribution in the very wrong way, doing the documentation only, like writing and updating the documentation for the particular company. You're just wasting the time of the contributors and the maintainers out there if you are not contributing a meaningful thing. With this, I will move forward to the fifth and the last point of this video, which is also very important because it is directly connected to the job stream. The fifth point is very untouched by any professional or by any YouTuber. I'm saying so because I don't think this tip has been given to you by anyone. So the fifth point is focus on building your portfolio and making it SEO friendly, AEO friendly and GEO friendly. What does GEO, AEO and SEO means? You can just search it on Google and you will get to know about it. But if your portfolio is GEO friendly, AI will recommend you on top. If your portfolio is SEO friendly, you will be seen by others. In this point only, I will also add that be very active on social media. I have seen a lot of very good developers who are not active on Twitter, LinkedIn or anywhere, and their GitHub is super active and they are not even active on Twitter or LinkedIn. I don't know why, because Twitter and LinkedIn is the place where you get all the opportunities, and I'm not lying over here. I've seen a lot of people getting a lot of jobs from Twitter, from LinkedIn, applying to various companies via various connections. I will tell you that make your GitHub active as well as make your Twitter and LinkedIn also active. And if you can just try making some shorts videos about the things that you are learning, about the things that you are doing, and try posting it on Instagram. You don't know who is watching you because it has ultimate growth. So to summarize the fifth point, I just want to say be socially active, make your portfolio, make it SEO friendly, make it GEO friendly. I'm saying this because you have to be known by the people who are there to recruit you. If you are a very good developer, if you have all the skills in the world, and still if you are not be able to seen by them, you will not be able to get the job, my friend. You have to be seen by them. They have to see you on the social, or by the Google search or somehow. So be socially active. If you just want to post some blogs on the Medium, do that. But be very socially active. Post all the things that you are learning so the recruiters can know that there is a developer who's posting this and there is a developer who's learning all these things. We can recruit them in future or right now, something, if they have any vacancy. To be recruited, you have to be seen on socials. This is the most important point of all these points. These are the points that I discussed, and let me know if you have any other points in your mind that you are thinking and I did not cover it in this video. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about these points, and if you have any doubts and queries, you can always reach me out through the Gmail or via my Instagram. Bye bye.